Welcome back into the 323 Bourbon Library podcast for another episode in our series, Banger or Bum. And I chose the bottle tonight, and I'm not going to say any details about it. I will just tell you, I've never tried this bottle.
Nice.
I have no idea if it's a banger or a bum.
You've never tried this?
Never had it in my life. This is a fresh crack for me and for you.
I like it.
And so I'm interested. So I'm going to give my thoughts on it as well because I have no clue.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this with you. There's a lot of bottles back here. So.
There's a few bottles to choose from, and it's one I've never had. So buckle up. No, I have not done a bottle review on this. I will probably do a bottle review on it in the future, but I've not done one yet. And I've never tasted it anywhere at a bar or anything like that. This is brand new to me.
No clues. Nice. I was going to ask you if it's your usual flavor profile, but that's giving away too much.
I hope I like it. I did buy it. I try not to buy bottles that I don't think I'll like. So this is definitely one that I hope I will like. Not to say that I like every bottle that I purchase, but we hope that this one's a good one. So let's dive in, nose, see what we get on it.
Okay.
In the nose here.
I mean, it was funny before we started filming. You did mention it's a little lighter,
It is light.
right, Giancarlo?
Yeah. We've had some 20-year-old.
Some darker
12-year-olds
stuff. Yeah.
It's not super dark. That's true.
It's not
it's
super
not.
dark.
So
I would say it's more like an amber on the
Yeah.
color.
Yeah.
It's got some viscosity to it, but it's not overly viscous.
Yeah, for those just listening. Got a few little legs.
Light legs,
Yeah.
actually, but they kind of take a little while to form, and then they turn into spider legs down the
little
glass.
bit, little
She's
bit.
not
Yeah.
a thoroughbred, but
It's a nice nose, though.
I like
Yeah.
the nose. Sweet nose.
Yeah, very sweet nose. I
I'm
get
getting-
very sweet.
I'm getting apple on the nose. That's what
Wow.
my first thing I get. It's
There's some
apple.
apple pear, like the crispness to it.
Yeah. There's I would say like this freshness. I like the apple. I'd also maybe go a little bit of cherry, like fresh cherry, not dark cherry.
Not dark.
Closer
yeah.
to maraschino cherry would be in my mind. There's definitely like a vanilla creaminess for me.
For sure on the vanilla. And I'm getting more of a
Man, the more I back away from the nose,
vanilla extract than I am like a vanilla bean.
I like it. As I was sniffing it, and then I started backing away a little bit, and I like the nose.
It was a very nice nose.
Good. Sweet, fruity. I can see why you purchased it.
Well, I was hoping it would be good. Hoping it'd be good.
Well, I haven't tasted it yet, so we'll see.
Definitely haven't tasted it. And listen, I've had one recently that the nose I absolutely loved. And it is one that people say, is this bourbon of the year?
Oh.
And I opened it, and I'm on the nose. I'm like, this could be bourbon of the year. This is a phenomenal nose. And
Was
then I
it a bum?
tasted it, and I was like, the nose didn't transfer.
Oh, okay.
What is it? Are you gonna say?
I'll let it.
Should you
I'll let
say?
that come out.
What's the
My content that I filmed about.
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll tell you later.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I like it. I don't dislike it. It is just different than what I thought it was, and the palate and the nose are polar opposites.
Polar opposites. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the nose was super like baked goods, toffee, like very sweet. And then the palate was like spicy. Cinnamon, rice spice, very bold spicy notes. And I was like, that's weird. Not a lot of sweetness, not a lot of fruit. Unlike this one though,
Well, we don't know how it tastes.
this is giving me a ton of fruit on the nose.
Yeah, it's very.
All
All right.
I'm going in for a sip.
Me too.
She's spicy up front.
Ooh,
I like it.
does have some spice to it.
I'm
It does have the sweetness, like that vanilla creaminess is there.
The sweetness transfers from the nose.
so I got the vanilla creaminess after the subsiding spicy
the spice?
hot note to it.
It's almost like a cinnamon red hot, a little bit in there.
On the front end, and then sweetens out a ton
Yeah.
on the back end. And but that front was very, very hot for me.
Yeah. What do you think there, Giancarlo?
I think the sweetness transfers,
Yeah.
and I am enjoying it. I get much more vanilla, like a brulee sugar sweetness.
Okay.
Not so much the fruit.
On the palate.
I get the crispness, but not so much of like the apple or the pear.
Okay.
I'm getting
as much on the
something.
palate,
Yeah, something spicy, a spice note. Maybe cinnamon. This,
To me, it's more cinnamon candy versus cinnamon baking spice.
yes.
Yeah. Think of like a cinnamon disc or like a Red Hots or something like that.
I'm torn on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
On if you like it or not?
Yeah. I am torn
interesting.
if I like this or not.
That's good.
I like it.
I don't dislike it.
Yeah.
I don't dislike it.
You just don't know if it's a banger.
I just don't know if it's a banger.
Fair enough. That's the whole point of the episode, right?
Maybe it's literally that the hotness off the front end that's
Is it still giving you hot on the second, third sip?
The second it still did, but
I'm getting a little peppery note.
Got that? Almost like maybe like a white pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I could
it's
see
not
that.
black pepper.
no.
Like a
Definitely getting a
like a
peppery
sweet
note.
white pepper on
Yeah.
the backside.
I like that descriptor a lot. I do. Because it has that peppery, like hot note on it, but not,
Yeah, not black pepper.
Mm.
It's good. I enjoy it.
Okay. So what's your let's go with age. How old do you think this is?
Ooh, let me try that.
Or are we do
Age or
first?
proof?
Right.
Age,
You like
whichever one. If you got a proof in mind,
Proof.
What do you think the proof is?
124.
You think 124. Okay.
I see 120.
You think 120. I don't actually recall what it is, so
Okay.
we'll have to look at it when we do. I don't believe it's that hot.
You don't think it's hot?
I don't think
it's
I don't
that
think
hot.
it's in the 120s.
Okay.
I'm comparing it to the 117 from earlier.
Okay.
Wow.
That's what
It's
I'm
a
doing right
20
now.
year
Oh,
though.
yeah, that's
so that's
true.
hard.
Yeah.
The age on that I think really mellows that out.
Probably, you're probably right. Yeah.
I think that's why it's hard to compare those two.
Speaking of age, what do y'all
Speaking
think?
of age,
What do y'all think the age of this?
I'm thinking
Whiskey
because
is-
it's light, younger, but the complexity of the flavor for me, I'm thinking 9 years old.
Okay.
I'm going to say around 12 actually.
12 years?
I get the complexities to it. It's definitely not one dimensional on it. It's just a little hot up front that's not doing it for me,
Okay.
but it's not bad. It's not a bum.
Okay.
It's not a bum for me.
So not a bum.
I wouldn't call it a banger,
Okay.
but it is it's good. We have so much.
That's fair.
So it's really hard to categorize these whiskeys in general, right?
Yeah.
Blinding is the mother of all equalizers.
Yeah.
And exactly.
You
And
could
that-
be sipping on a Thomas H. Handy, or
It
it could be a unicorn. You never know,
it
right?
could, yeah.
So
Could be
you're saying middle of the road.
I mean, I'm not saying it's middle of the road. I wouldn't say it's a banger, and I
Okay.
wouldn't say it's a bum.
So middle.
I'm
I
leaning
would drink.
I'm leaning towards
I like-
banger, but not banger.
I'm leaning towards it too.
Yeah.
I'm on the higher end of
Okay.
that scale.
So if you
I
did a
am.
1 to 10,
I'm in the 7.5.
Yeah, I'm giving it
75%.
I'd say that's fair.
right?
Yeah.
so
That's
we're
where
saying
I'm
a
at.
banger's maybe 8 and up, and bum
Eight
is
and
4
up is
down.
a banger
Yeah.
for
Okay.
sure. And
So
then
just shy of a banger.
a bum is like a
Oh.
five
down?
below,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
5 down.
5 down. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's
So 7.5, and you're concurring right
Yeah.
in there. Okay, cool, awesome.
Do you, without looking at
Yeah.
it, do you know anything?
So I
Well,
know
you know what it is,
I know
of
what it
course.
is. Yeah.
But any
and so-
notes?
Yeah. Let me. So we'll do this a little differently.
Yeah.
I have a little information about this bottle.
Okay.
That I'm gonna read off.
Okay.
Before we introduce the public
Gotcha.
to this bottle, right? So, this is, let's see here.
Okay, I said 124. You said 120.
Yeah.
And then I said 12 year.
I said 9.
9. Okay.
So, I mean, as soon as I start reading, it'll give it away.
Well, why don't we just
Not to me.
I'll tell you the
proof?
age.
Yeah, in age. Yeah.
Age is 15 years old.
Okay.
Oh, that was way off.
15 years old on the age.
15.
Proof on this, I think, is 116 and a half.
116. Huh? You
Yeah.
were closer.
Yeah.
And to give it away, it's a 75-13-12 mash bill. And this is a buff turkey.
Yeah, I knew it.
This is a buff turkey.
This is the Doc Holliday 15-year-old World of Whiskey buff turkey,
Oh.
$400 bottle. So let's read about Doc Holliday, the 15-year-old buff turkey.
Yeah.
So we got the World Whiskey Society. They released this 15-year-old quote unquote buff turkey. It's a highly sought after bottle. You know, these buff turkeys are hard to find. It doesn't ever say buff turkey on the label.
Yeah.
So you'll never see that if you're trying to shop for one. But what is buff turkey? We'll do a little education here, right?
Yeah.
for
If you
folks.
don't
So-
know, I think it's super unique.
Yeah.
Really cool.
So in the world of whiskey, buff turkey is a bourbon that was distilled by Buffalo Trace. Back in 2009 to 2010, Wild Turkey Distillery was undergoing a massive expansion following an acquisition by Campari Group. To ensure they would not run out of whiskey while their facilities were undergoing construction, Wild Turkey partnered with Buffalo Trace to distill some bourbon for them. And they just said, hey, we want you to distill our mash bill, which is all Wild Turkey products are 75-13-12, or at least their bourbons are, right? But they did not want to share with Buffalo Trace their yeast. So Buffalo Trace used Buffalo Trace's own yeast, their grains, and their water, and then they distilled it. So then they barreled it, and they shipped those barrels back to Wild Turkey, where Wild Turkey aged them from somewhere between 14 to 16 years. So when they were around 15 years old, and this might be like a rumor mill, but some folks say Wild Turkey started tasting them for their Russell's Reserve 15-year-old release. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just rumor. But they started tasting the barrels, and they said it did not taste like Wild Turkey. And so they made the decision there to kind of liquidate or sell off all those barrels to barrel brokers. And so you'll never see it in a Wild Turkey barrel or a bottle or a Buffalo Trace bottle, but they're out there with all these NDPs and people that purchase this, 14 to 16-year-old whiskey. This specific bottle is the 15-year-old. It is 116.5 proof and has an MSRP of $400. It's up there. Most buff turkeys are somewhere $250 to $600 in range there. This one was $400, and on the nose, here's what the people at the World Whiskey Society say we should be tasting: warm and inviting with caramelized apples.
Is that the nose?
On the nose?
Okay.
Yep. Sweet maraschino cherry, clove, nutmeg, and roasted pecans. Okay. I think I did say maraschino cherry.
And
You
I said
did.
apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said the apple
Yeah.
and like
Boom.
the crisp
Look at us.
fruit.
Look at us being professionals over here.
Rose.
You do
on
know
the
what we're doing.
on the palate, smooth and velvety mouthfeel, mirroring the nose with the upfront caramelized apples and cherry. Deep vanilla sweetness is cut by a savory, buttery, roasted pecans richness. And the finish, long and refined, where the baking spices slowly fade out to leave a lingering dark fruit and toasted nut finish. Anyway, now World Whiskey Society has also released 2 16-year-old buff turkeys. One is just the traditional 16-year-old buff turkey, so a year older, same lot of barrels. And then they also released a 16-year-old cigar blend buff turkey.
Oh.
Do have that bottle.
Oh.
We will have to review that at a later date.
So
I am not a big. I bought it because I'm like, I really don't like cigar blends. They don't I don't smoke, and they just feel overly finished to me. But I'm like, it's a buff turkey. Maybe it's the king of cigar blends.
So for those that don't know what a cigar blend like me, can you explain?
So it's usually finished in different type of either spirits or wine casks. So I think
in a few of them, right?
Yeah, typically several. The only one that I know of that does not finish in other casks or other spirit casks is Still Austin, Tanager. They just do a red corn, blue corn, white corn
yep.
blend, which is really good.
Yeah, there's no stipulation of what a cigar blend is. I think there's just what someone thinks would pair well with a cigar, right? That can be whatever they want to do.
I think they're usually trying to get like bolder flavor notes in the whiskey.
Yeah.
This one specifically,
counterbalance the cigar.
Yeah, exactly.
Smoke and
yep,
yeah, makes sense.
So for the Doc Holliday 16-year-old cigar blend, they finish in Tokai casks, which is a Hungarian sweet wine, Armagnac casks, which is a French grape brandy, and then white port wine casks, which brings a bright, crisp, lifting note with citrus and floral notes. Anyway, we'll try that some other time. Yeah.
I wish I liked this more. I want you to know.
Wish you liked it.
I wish I liked it.
I think we all do because I'm
Yeah.
a big buff turkey guy.
Are you? I feel like the last time I was here, you did have a buff turkey at that time. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Seal Box 15.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
I remember that one being lots of tobacco on that, right?
Yeah.
It didn't get the same on this personally.
It's interesting.
I don't know why these barrels can be wildly different.
Yeah, all different barrels. And I want to think that maybe the first folks that went in and got on this trend snagged all the real good barrels, and maybe Sealbox was in there early. I honestly think that's the first Sealbox 15 batch 1 is the first buff turkey I ever heard of.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I found out about it like maybe 4 months after it became like a thing. And then I was like, what is this buff turkey? And then I went down the rabbit hole and have purchased quite a few of these.
Thank you, Ronnie. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me try these things.
I've drinking quite a few of these.
They're really good. I mean, it's just to me, it was like almost like a time capsule, right? I don't know if you're going to have these coming out in 5 years from now.
Yeah.
Although I have heard that Wild Turkey did the same thing about 8 years ago.
Oh.
So there's 8-9-year-old buff turkey that's out there, maybe aging.
Hopefully
Now I know
aging.
Ass Pocket released an 8-year-old buff turkey with their inaugural release, but that's the only one that I've heard of that's come out at 8 years old. I think the rest of folks are trying to get it up to that 15-year mark. So stay tuned. What are we at? 2026 right now, 2030s, early 2030s. 2032, 2033, we might be hitting that buff turkey trend again. And we'll be here for it.
Things go in cycles anyway.
The thing I'm not here for, though, is people finishing whiskey in ex-buff turkey barrels.
Oh.
That's some bullshit. Like New Era.
Ooh.
New Era literally put a turkey and a buffalo on their label.
Oh. And it's not a buff turkey. It's just finished in a buff turkey barrel.
It's Heaven Hill finished in a buff turkey barrel.
Oh, have you had it?
I tried it at Trevor's. It's okay.
Okay.
It's not buff turkey.
No, I did have this actually. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I had this.
Yeah.
It's is it in a New Era bottle?
Mm-hmm. I think it's called the Heavenly Blend.
Mm.
It's downstairs. I'd have to go dig it out, but yeah, it wasn't buff turkey. So be careful. Look for that age statement. 15 to maybe 17 years now.
And mash bill.
75, 13, 12.
Yep.
That's the way to know.
I wanted to like this more after as well.
I know.
You like what?
I wanted to like this more after I knew what it was.
Well,
but I could definitely taste it.
I think blind is so tough.
The blind is the equalizer.
Blind is so tough, right? You can come in and so Bourbon Bingo has been super fun because it's like, holy shit, like we've been very surprised with not liking things that, traditionally I think a lot of people like. But it's like, it's subjective. It's in that day. What did you eat an hour ago before you drank it, right? So there's a lot of factors.
Everyone listening to know what you eat and what you drink affects your palate immensely in when you're drinking bourbon and whiskey. Immensely.
Yeah.
And word of advice: stay away from spicy foods.
No Indian food.
No,
Yeah.
I know, and I
Indian
love
or Chinese food.
I love Indian food too, but I know if I do have it for dinner, I cannot film.
Yeah.
It messes with your palate too much.
No
spicy
Marlboro
food,
Reds.
No wings, no hot wings.
Yeah, no, none of
you're
that.
not doing that.
None of that. None of that. Cool. Well, listen, I'm glad you guys got to try it. I have been sitting on the bottle for a little while, so I was like,
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks
perfect.
for sharing
Let's sneak it in here and crack it. So, I would buy another one. I like it a lot. I think we need to get it in a buff turkey blind. There is someone out on in social media land that was like, listen to the podcast. They're like, if you ever do an all buff turkey podcast, I need to be on. I think his handle is like Buff Turkey Buddy or something.
Really?
I don't.
Wow.
I'm going to say that wrong. I don't remember off the top of my head. But his page is only buff turkeys.
Oh, I run across.
And so
That
he
page.
was very interested in being a part of the buff turkey experience. So maybe we'll do that down the road. Just bring down 13 buff turkeys and try them all together or something. Anyway, we'll see you very soon for another episode of the 323 Bourbon Library podcast. Cheers.